Situated on the banks of the famous Sabarmati River is the scenic city of Ahmedabad. The historical city was chosen by Mahatma Gandhi to build his ashram. The father of the nation gave Ahmedabad a special place in history by leading the historical Dandi March from Sabarmati. Located about 15 kilometers from Ahmedabad, Nirma University is one of the most prestigious institutions for higher studies in the country. A pleasant and serene sylvan environment envelops the campus. It blends beautifully with the green landscaping, aesthetic elegance of arches, and a peaceful academic ambience that motivates the young students for a vibrant pursuit of knowledge and contributes to the creation of such brilliant technocrats as have claimed 8 times the championship of the most prestigious All India Robotic Contest.
Our students have won many laureates in academics as well as in other competitions. The students, as far as the academics is concerned, they have got internship at very good institutions in foreign universities. They have also they are also placed in several companies with higher salaries. Students, MTech students especially, they got selected in good IITs for their PhD program. Over and above this year, say, as far as the competitions are concerned, the students have won many prizes. To name a few, students have won this year the competition in SAE, which is the endurance test. They won first prize in endurance competition. Our teachers have also won the several awards. One of the teacher was awarded Dronacharya Award in that particular event. Students have won the second runner-up prize in Mitsubishi Cup, which was held in Nirma University, which is again the national competition. However, the greatest achievement is the winning the Robocon competition for 8 times. We are national winners for 8 times and we have represented India at international arena.
Team Nirma entered the arena of National Robocon 2018, held from the 1st to the 3rd of March at Pune, under the aegis of Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, with a determination to carve out its name on the championship plaque and uphold its winning legacy intact.
Oh, they have done it!
The competition was as tough and exciting as ever.
Third throwing zone. The Nirma team is all set for that. And there you go. Long way achieved by Nirma. For the 8th time they are into the final. So Nirma scores there another point from throwing zone 2, and so does MIT Pune. It is net to net.
8th victory in 17 years of annual national contests once again established the supremacy of Team Nirma, as pleasure is often achieved through pains and perspiration. The journey to this exhilaration of victory had been tedious, tiresome, and taxing. Like always, this year's problem statement too posed new challenges to the contestants and their mentors.
This is the Team Nirma Robocon lab where my students are working and preparing their robot since last 6-7 years. But as soon as the theme for Robocon 2018 declared and we see the dimensions of all the field dimensions, we found that the golden ring height cannot fit into this lab. So our first challenge is to find out a new place in our campus where we can work and we can fabricate our field having the proper dimensions requirement. We found out in so many places and we requested in our university management, and fortunately within few weeks we allotted a new lab having the required dimensions and ceiling height, where we fabricated our new field and we started working over there. That lab is also comfortable and large enough to fit all our requirements.
A dedicated team of 10 students who could make diligent efforts to put their best foot forward at Robocon 2018 was formed.
Hi, I am Paras Savnani. I am from Mechanical Department, SEM 5. I am the team leader of Team India Robocon, and I am responsible for the design of our robots and coordination of our team.
Hi, I am Harshvardhan Singh Sisodia from Mechanical Engineering 5th semester. I am the manual operator of Team India Robocon. I am also responsible for the fabrication of our robots.
Hello, I am Divyanshu Tan. I am currently studying in 5th semester Electronics and Communication Engineering. I am the operator of autonomous robot and I am currently heading and looking after the electronics section of my team.
Brainstorming sessions, guided by a systematic approach, were bound to lead to plausible ideas for cracking the problem statement.
So after the problem statement was released, we analyzed it, discussed on it and then divided into number of tasks. Task 1, it was to design the shuttlecocks. We had to design the shuttlecocks to make them fit into weight and size constraints. Task 2, we had to load the shuttlecocks from the rack, avoiding any fouls. Task 3, it was to transfer the shuttlecocks from manual robot to autonomous robot. Task 4 was to make the autonomous robot shoot the shuttlecocks into different zones. Task 5, it was the most important task out of all. Task 5 was to make our bots move faster so that we could achieve wrong way in minimum time. So after we have divided into tasks, we were confident enough that we could finish in minimum time and find the solutions to all the problems.
Members of the team worked hard to decide upon appropriate designs, technical applications, and game strategies which may help them to achieve the coveted goal. Equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure comparable to the top international institutions, the mechanical lab of the institute itself facilitated fabrication of most of the hardware required to build the robots. Several trips to the heart of the city had to be made by the students to get the required electronic components and various accessories from the local market.
Our university has state-of-the-art manufacturing equipments. We order some of the components through our local market, which is very rich, and sometimes we order some components through online stores.
The robots were built piece by piece, part by part, as per the basic design by the students. However, they were rebuilt a number of times with alterations to achieve an optimum performance in the national contest.
For the completion of the task, we went for 3-wheel Omni drive for our autonomous robot. It gives us better maneuverability and control over the robot. The next important thing was careful selection of sensors. As you can see, we have used encoders. They give us the distance that the bot has traveled so that we can use that distance to calculate acceleration and deceleration. The next thing we used line sensor. As you can see here, we have used line sensors so that we could get the reference of line so that we could know where we have to shoot the ball. Okay. So the next thing was the use of actuators. As you can see, we have used solenoid valves so that we could actuate pneumatic pistons.
This is our autonomous robot. In this, our main challenge was to shoot the balls. And while shooting the balls, we came up with many mechanisms like pneumatic pistons, motors. Finally, we came to the conclusion that shooting the ball with pneumatic pistons is most appropriate way. And you can see here, the shooter arm is pivoted about a pin joint, and the balls are tied at the end of the shooter arm. This is a normal shuttlecock. Look at the shooting mechanism we used. So, while prototyping the shooter mechanism, we noticed one problem. The problem was the oscillations of the ball. Now, how to counteract that? We designed a gripper for that problem. As you can see, the gripper is a simple example of a 4-bar linkage. Let's have a look at the gripping mechanism.
This is our manual robot. The main task of the manual robot is to take the balls from the rack and transfer it to the autonomous robot. Now, while doing the task, we tried to take the whole rack into the robot, but later we faced some difficulties and we thought that we could take the balls instead of the whole rack, and then we went through this mechanism for that purpose. Now, here as you can see that these are the latches which act only one-sided. So, the ball can initially go through them, but will not be able to return back. So, in this way the bot will go inside the rack and take the balls, so the balls will not go outside again. After loading, we have to transfer the ball to the autonomous robot. Here is the mechanism. We use the piston here to actuate this compartment up down there. After that, the ball will be down due to the gravity. Then we will use the piston back here for the transfer using the latches. By this way, the ball will come down due to the gravity and will be loaded into the automatic bot.
Designs and game strategies of Team Nirma clicked in the national contest, but the joy of victory was accompanied by the realization of the scope for further improvements and a sense of higher responsibility, as the team was now to represent the nation in the Asia Pacific contest. In the national competition, the team had one manual and one fully autonomous machine. Now, both the robots were made fully autonomous, so that human setting time and errors are nullified.
So after the nationals, to achieve wrong bend minimum time, we have made our autonomous robot faster, and moreover, we have also reduced the distance that it has to travel. To make our autonomous robot faster, we have implemented new algorithms to achieve better maneuverability and control at high speeds.
During the nationals, we had 3 shooter arms, and for the preparation of internationals, we converted our manual robot to autonomous robot. While converting this robot, we were facing the issues in transit, as we were transferring the shuttlecocks during the transit. So, we reduced the number from 3 to 1. We are varying the pressures of the shooting arm using the PPR. In the nationals, we were gripping the fringes of the ball. But after the nationals, now we are gripping the ball itself.
In nationals, we used 2 racks. One rack was for the normal shuttlecocks and the other was for the golden shuttlecocks. Now, we have changed the compartment into one only. This will be used for both normal and golden. Here, we have used a turntable so that we can maximize the bot speed and we do not have to change the orientation of the robot for the better drive of the robot.
So after the nationals, as the rules allowed us, the first thing we did was to turn this robot from manual to autonomous. So, during the national, this robot was completely in the operator's hand, but now as we have turned it into autonomous, we have applied a wall follower mechanism here, so that the bot has to travel in straight line, so it can achieve that distance in minimum time. This wall follower also helped us to remove the alignment problem between the manual and the autonomous robot during the transfer. To reduce the time, we have ensured that the ball is transferred while the manual robot is in transit, so that it doesn't have to stop.
Continuous efforts to improve upon the efficiency and accuracy of the robots, along with rigorous practicing sessions, enable the team to finish the game in much lesser time than it took in the national contest.
I'm very happy that my students have earned the opportunity to represent the country at the International Robocon competition. They have worked very hard, and I am very proud of the single-minded determination that they have shown while approaching this competition. At the Institute of Technology, we have always believed in the creativity and innovative skills of our students. So as teachers, our role has to give them the necessary inputs to provide excellent infrastructure and to encourage them in all possible ways to enter into as many competitions at national or international level. We have always given all the freedom that the students needed to work 24/7. The labs have been kept open, the library has been made available to them. Any inputs that they needed from the teachers, the mentors have always been with them. But mostly I have found that they have worked independently. They have really put their heart and soul into the preparation for Robocon 2018, and so far it has brought them very good results.
Preparation for participation in the international contest based on a theme celebrating happiness and prosperity was sometimes interspersed with joyful respites and escapades by the young students.
Well, Robocon keeps our mind always busy and sometimes burdened. So, bit of this physical exercise keeps us relaxed.
In class we learn theory and practicals, but in Robocon we learn how to work together, how to obey, how to follow. While working here we even forget our parents, brothers, sisters. This itself becomes our family. Here we forget day and night, what time is it. So we just enjoy it. Hail Robocon!
Winning national championship 8 times of course gives the satisfaction and at a great matter of pride for us. But the level of international is of different scales. We need to compete with the technologically advanced countries. My students are working hard for days and nights to prepare for the international event. Our best strategies and best designs of robots are competitive enough for the international team, and I am confident enough that we will bring Lawless to India this time.
Full of zest and zeal and armed with revamped robots, Team India promises a pretty spicy performance at Robocon 2018.
તું છે સારું છે રોબોકોન અમારું છે.